Hey, welcome to Shimmer Blast. I'll show you 5 Baby Yoda and Mandalorian inspired party favors for your upcoming party. Starting with the end in mind, our party featured a dark trooper piñata that we bashed to pieces to collect the innards. The kids needed something to hold all that candy. I created this Mandalorian party favor bag for each party guest. First, get really cheap canvas or duck cloth. I used the extras from the curtains that I also used to create Star Wars flags. I folded a section in half. Then I cut about a 10-inch by 10-inch square. This is for kids, so I didn't stress over perfection. Clean up the other side's edges. Then I flipped it inside out. I started with a back stitch and sewed from the top to the fold, ending with a back stitch. Then I moved to the other side and sewed from the fold to the top. I turned the top down about an inch. I sewed 3/4 of an inch from the top. But I stopped 1 inch before the starting stitch. Then I took a cheap rope and I tied a knot in the end. I put a safety pin through the knot. I inserted it into the open hole. Then I pushed the safety pin through until it got to the other side. I flipped it right side out. Then, to give it a distressed look, I took a flat-edged junk knife and scraped around the edges and spots of the bag to give it little tears. I had black acrylic paint that I watered down. I touched the brush along the edges and dabbed spots here and there throughout the main bag. The scrapes from the knife is where I used the brush the most. Use your artistry, they can all be a little different. I used my Cricut to cut out the Mandalorian mask on heat transfer vinyl, and I ironed them on. This cute little Grogu snack was just a fun extra. I designed Baby Yoda and printed him on cardstock. I filled little bags with gummy frogs and stapled the picture to the bag. This battle droid pendant is a simple party favor that tied into our Mandalorian party gameplay. I used number 832 hex nuts, wing nuts, washers, and a 3/4 inch rounded head screw. To assemble this, I put on a wing nut, followed by a hex nut, then a washer, and then another hex nut. Then I took a cheap leather rope, formed a loop, and put it around the droid's head. Bars of Beskar are a great reward at a Mandalorian Baby Yoda party. I gave each kid a large and small bar of Beskar for completing certain tasks. I created a Beskar pattern in Cricut Design Space and cut it out from shiny vinyl. Silver looks best, but for the demo, dark gray shows up better. For small Beskar, I used gum packets. This step is optional, but I covered the whole packet in gray vinyl. Then I weeded the vinyl. I used a cheap transfer tape to apply the pattern to the gum. Weeding the shiny vinyl can be a pain, but the kids loved it, so it was worth it. I turned notebooks into the large Beskar. The process is the same as small Beskar. Remove the transfer tape at a sharp angle. The one difference is the large Beskar needs to be trimmed. How cool is it to go home with a dark saber party favor? I have a separate video for how I made this from PVC pipe, vinyl, spray paint, and hot glue. Hit the like button if you love The Mandalorian. Subscribe for more party ideas. Thanks for watching.